Hi, today's not going to be a regular update, but I just wanted to show you how just pretty it is out here. Okay, so some of my tomatoes, the cherries, some of my tomatoes are super, super tiny. Like, oh, there's one right there. So tiny. And then some of these other ones, well, here. So this is a bag that Maggie made me. I don't know if you can see. If I kind of open it up here, well, you might be able to see. This is what I harvest everything in. You see the different sizes of everything? Let me pull some out so you can see better. So these are the really tiny ones that I've gotten off of this plant. And these are the bigger sized, I'm about to drop stuff, that I've gotten off of these plants. And it's so pretty outside today. Kind of just wanted to bring you along with me. I'm harvesting. There's so many of these to get. And there's so many of these too. These are the plum ones, or the plum sized ones anyway. Most of these have split. You can see back there, a lot of them have split because it's been raining off and on and it hasn't been very consistent watering. Some of these peppers are starting, you can see toward the top there, they're starting to turn color. They're starting to turn red. It's a slow process, but it's starting. My broccoli is just doing whatever it wants because it's not gonna live. Yeah, I'm just letting it do whatever it wants. It's got a pretty thick stem on it, so I guess if I wanted broccoli stem, I could uproot the thing, but I'm just kind of letting it hang out. It's not hurting anybody. So some of these have started turning yellow, and when they've gone entirely yellow, I don't mind pulling them off. It saves the plant from having to do that work for itself, I guess. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of peppers. All of these plants, these pepper plants, have fallen over to the side. I think I'm gonna try to support them better next year, but then again, they're doing okay. They're not coming out of the ground or anything. And the tomatoes, look at this bunch. Look at this bunch of tomatoes. And these are pretty good sized ones. So these big ones, they're all starting to turn. This over here is my prize. It's probably ready to pick, but I want it to get as red as possible before I pick it. And you can see it's kind of done a little bit of a split from the watering issues, but it's staying together. I had to tie these two to each other because the cages were starting to fall over, so I figure that might help stabilize them. So far, so good. And over here, this is so overgrown back here. I haven't mowed in a while. It's an issue. Look at all this. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but over here is the jalapeno plant, and it has so many peppers on it, guys. So many. Look at all these. I think this one on the bottom might be ready to pick. Tell me what you think, Beth. Is this ready to pick? It's very big. I'm gonna hold the camera with this hand. It's really big. Like, is that how big it's supposed to be? Is that normal? I know you mentioned something about like lines. It's got some lines on the bottom, but I don't know. The last one I picked too soon, and I don't want to do that again because it just tasted like a plant, and that was not good. But I also don't want it to get hotter and start turning. Oh, check out this tomato as it's ripening. That's so cool. It's like stripey almost. Anyway, still doing good with marigolds over here. Maybe not so much over there. Everything's just so overgrown back here. There's like weeds everywhere. I need to come back here, but it's hard to combat. It's just been raining and everything's been growing, and yeah, I don't know. Lots of growth, lots of life, lots of tomatoes. I'm gonna keep pulling, or I'm gonna keep harvesting